I'm out for a couple of hours.
Where the dickens have you been?
I was down at the beach with Ramona.
And that was the reason you couldn't help Jenny out last night. Now of all times.
What are you going on about?
I'm talking about Jenny's cancer surgery this morning.
What?
If it's not absolutely necessary, I am not having it.
Radiation is absolutely necessary.
Vomiting, baldness, I am not putting myself through that.
It's her refusal to accept any radiotherapy that concerns me. Without it, her 5-year prognosis is practically non-existent.
Finley tells me you've refused radiotherapy.
Don't tell me you're here to convince me.
I'm offering you my half of Kennedy's. Lock, stock and barrel. Free. But only if you take the radiotherapy.
I am not a charity case and I am not open to bribes. Will you just go?
Are you so determined to die that you think you won't need Kennedy's?
Now that is quite enough. I am 6 hours post-op and I don't need you harassing
Listen to
me.
yourself. Playing the martyr as usual.
Leave, Johnny, or I'll call Anna back.
You're being selfish and pig-headed. Have you thought about what it'll do to Nick if you die?
You hypocrite. How dare you talk about Nick's feelings?
All right, let's get back to the financial point of view. My half of Kennedy's is worth heaps.
You scum. Trying to make a quick buck out of a sick woman. I knew you were slime, but I never thought you'd sink this low. Can't you just get it into your thick head? You're not wanted here. Just get out and don't come back.
The Morgan Schultz Fundraising Ball Committee is now in session, and as interim chair...
Hang on just a moment there. This ball was my idea. Why should you be chair?
Experience? My position as the president of the Shortland Street Social Club. Now, if we're contemplating a major fundraiser, I think we should combine efforts and divert some of the funds to the adventure playground. All in favour?
You are not hijacking my project.
All right then, Caroline. I will retain the chair and you can be entertainment director. Agreed?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Good. Now to the ball. Who, when, where and what is the theme?
Everyone we can muster. Saturday, Kennedy's, and make it a celebrity night.
Oh, Saturday's a bit soon, and Jenny not being well.
Oh, Lionel can handle it.
What about Bob Pilgrim? He owes me a favour.
I beg your pardon?
For the celebrity.
Is he on telly?
Professor Bob Pilgrim? He's done some exciting work on the spread of disease by fleas and ticks. Or Dr. Elizabeth Carey. She's the keynote speaker at haematology conferences all over the world.
Not quite what we're looking for, Emily.
Someone more in the public eye, I think.
Morgan would like to meet them.
Morgan?
Well, I assume he's the one this is in aid of.
I think you've missed the point, darling.
We need a celebrity that everybody knows so that we can sell tickets.
Yeah, someone like, I don't know, Benazir Bhutto or Princess Di.
What about our own Kiwi royalty? Or what about Judy Bailey? All right then, clever clogs, come up with a better idea yourself.
Yeah, that's the stuff, but give me more niho. Better. Now you're a big bad kai tangata.
I gotta practice for tomorrow.
Hey, not on me, hey? Off to bed, pal.
Yeah, Carl.
Do as your dad says. Early start for the ad tomorrow. What are you being so evil about?
You know I don't want him to do that stupid ad. We've been over and over it.
Bad luck.
Well, I'm his father, I decide.
Oh, well, when you start feeding him and clothing him and buying his school books and paying for his medical bills, then you get a say.
I'm buying you the blasted house, I know. What more do you want?
To know what's really bugging you?
Nothing.
All right, tough guys, suit yourself.
Why? I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Going back to work today was the pits.
And what, the roadkill and all that?
Pretty much. I was in one a while back. Not my fault, but a guy died. It freaked me out pretty severely. I had to have a bit of a break.
Not good, eh? And you went back for us, for this house.
I would have had to do it sometime.
But you're not ready yet.
Well, that's it. See, I don't know. All I'm doing at the moment is routine transports. And it's like this tension. When the next biggie comes, will I be able to handle it?
Oh, mate.
And if I can't, what the hell am I going to do? No easy answer.
Well, I could think of a way to take your mind off it. Another time, eh?
Grace, are you responsible for Ryan to come and work here?
Guilty. He needed something after his grand gesture.
You know, I'm really happy that you're staying, but I could do without having him in my face every day.
The other night, though, you guys were getting on so well.
Yeah, well, that was for Min's benefit mostly, and also because I thought that was the last I was going to see of him.
Ellen, I'm sorry.
I know, I'm sorry too. I'll cope. It's just...
Just what?
Well, if being with Ryan is meant to stop you from caring for Lionel, someone's going to get hurt. I really hope it's not you.
Sorry to be so long. There's the sweetest little printer in the mall. Did them for me while I waited.
You're all very well and good, but Laurie's waiting for us dinner.
Off you go. Now, you're being so good about this counselling thing. I think you deserve a treat. How does a glamorous night out, dancing and champagne sound to you?
Expensive.
Only $100 a double, and all for a very good cause. Just the thing to perk up a flagging romance.
I don't think so. We better get going.
Yeah, right.
I'll put a couple aside for you. You don't want to miss the social event of the year. Think I got a stale?
Well, your pitch was good, but it would have been more to the point to confirm the catering.
Details, details. Tim, off to buy something fabulous for the ball?
I'm meeting Mr. Sharpton, the Warner's lawyer. I'm supposed to present him with my list of my assets.
Well, don't let Henry bully you. He's just a pussycat under the Head Teacher Act.
I hope so.
Well, what was all that about?
Family business.
Marge, you know Jenny's being discharged tomorrow.
Oh, she'll be pleased to be able to sleep in her own bed, I should think.
Can you book her in for a check-up in a week?
Certainly, Dr. Keats. Now, her radiotherapy treatments, shall I pencil those in?
No.
Why ever not?
I'm afraid you'd better ask her that.
Oh, you should be home.
Thought you needed a guard dog. Someone to keep Marinovich from hassling you anymore.
He wasn't, actually. He offered to give me his share of Kennedy's if I changed my mind about radiotherapy.
I reckon you should.
What, take a bribe?
Do the therapy.
I thought you understood, Nick. I can get through this with alternative methods.
Look, you're scared, right? Well, so am I. I'm the one who's been sitting here worrying about what it'd be like if you carked it.
I'm not going to.
You reckon? Look, I may not be a brain box like Rachel, but this book tells me that the pit bull is right. Refusing this radiology thing is like suicide.
It's my decision, Nick. You have to respect that.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you respected me. I'd rather you loved me enough to stay alive.
What's all that about?
He's not coping too well.
Must be hard for him, seeing you like this.
Yeah. Anna, can you find Finley? Tell him I want to speak to him.
Evening.
Is there something I can do for you?
I've been catching up with how my predecessor was running things, and there seems to have been some sort of breakdown in communication between physio and the nursing staff.
Has there?
Well, the nursing care plans for most of my clients have no specific physio regime. They just call for physio 4 times daily. Would you like me to write up some protocols?
That won't be necessary. My nurses are fully trained.
Generally, that kind of thing is covered at handover.
Look, I know you're a little uncomfortable about having me around, and I don't entirely blame you. But I do have a job to do, and I expect professional cooperation.
What makes you think you won't get it?
This attitude you both have towards me.
I hadn't noticed an attitude. Had you, Ellie?
Don't play games. It doesn't help anyone, least of all the patients.
I might remind you it's the patients we're here for, Mr. Birch. To care for them, treat them, and protect them.
Meaning?
And throwing your weight around won't get you anywhere.
I am not throwing my weight
I know
around.
you're obsessive about getting your own way, but here we like to work as a team.
Exactly. And now I'm part of the team. Please remember that.
We're unlikely to forget it, I assure you.
So long, Seymour. I wish you could have been there, Em. It was classic. We led Ian right up the garden path. He was praising Kingsway to the sky, rubbishing Finley with every second word.
Did you warn him what you intended?
Well, it wouldn't have worked if we did. We needed Finlay to be genuinely indignant, which he was. Seymour thought he had him nailed. But then we pulled out the patient files that you so kindly supplied us with.
Don't ever ask for a repeat performance. Rex is all encouraged again.
And boom, we blew Seymour out of the water and Kingsway with him. It was a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Finley's a fine oncologist. He deserves to be appreciated.
Thanks largely to you, I think he will be. Greetings, fair fiancé. How went it with the legal eagle?
I'd rather not discuss it in public.
The internet calls. There's a raging debate going on regarding medical manslaughter.
Considering some of that myself.
Has Henry upset you?
Oh, he's perfectly pleasant, considering he was talking to the lower class.
Oh, Tiff, you're not back onto that again, are you?
How would you feel? It was bad enough having him sniff at my pathetic little list of assets and having him condescendingly explain your immense wealth and why it has to be protected from the likes of me.
I'm sure he didn't mean it that way.
But the real kicker was a little clause you forgot to mention about the education of our children, should we have any.
Well, what's the problem? St. Roderick's for the boys, Felden College for the girls. It's an old family tradition.
Are the triplets included in this family tradition?
Well, no, Carrie has responsibility for them.
Right. You don't trust me with your money. You don't even trust me to raise my own children properly. Why do you want to marry me, Chris? Or is all this just your slimy way of backing out of the whole thing?
Hey, you two look fresh. Now, you sure you really want to do this, Tama?
I'm gonna eat you up.
Hey, don't give him a hard time. He's that excited about it.
Never could lay down the law with you. Talk, Tarama. Good luck today, eh? If someone has to be a cannibal, at least you'll do it with Hiramai style.
Yeah, come on, Mum. Inohara e pa.
Hey, thanks, mate. And good luck for you too, eh?
I think that pretty well covers the basics. Any other questions, Jenny?
So my breast will feel slightly sunburned afterwards, but minimal other side effects. You can absolutely guarantee I won't go bald.
We can expect you to experience some nausea, but with the radiotherapy regime we've discussed, there shouldn't be any other side effects.
Certainly hope not.
Yes?
I've organised this with Lionel, but just letting you know, the social club is block booking Kennedy's on Saturday. It's the Morgan Schultz fundraiser.
Yes, I suppose that's all right.
Not now, Miss Buxton.
We're raising money to provide DNA for a cystic fibrosis kid. Can I tempt you, Dr. Keats? Only $100 a double.
Kindly take your sales better elsewhere.
Tickets at reception. Don't miss out. Bye.
Nurse Crazy will help you dress. I'm going to ring through to radiotherapy and confirm your orientation session.
Well, it won't be as bad as you think. I'm pleased you've changed your mind.
Only because Nick laid a guilt trip on me.
Yeah, kids do seem to have a talent for that.
I thought I was being independent, but really it was me not facing up to the truth. But now, my head is out of the sand for good.
There, it's a lot. Now, how are you finding our new physiotherapist?
Well, it's early days, of course, but I must say I have my misgivings about him.
In what way?
I'm not so sure he's suited to hospital work.
Well, his comments to me indicate he's fully aware of the clinic's requirements. He's already mentioned a few nursing procedures that need tightening up.
My nurses are professional, and they will do their best to work in with him. Look, it's actually Ellen who's uncomfortable with him. They've got a rather difficult history, I'm afraid.
Well, then Ellen will just have to leave her personal life at home. Ryan is a highly qualified and experienced physiotherapist. He's worked with some of the best athletes in the world. He'll be a very valuable member of the team.
Right, I'll have another talk with her then.
Well, if that's all, then.
Actually, I wanted to talk about Dominique.
And what you done now?
Well, this thing with her and James, it's getting very intense.
Yes, I agree, and there's no sign of the intensity burning itself out.
And Dominique's very vulnerable right now. I'd hate to see her swept into anything sexual.
Well, it's too late for that, I'm afraid. I mean, she and James have been intimate for some time.
And you approve?
Of course not. But I've learned through bitter experience, with teenagers, you bend with the wind or you break. If you want to save yourself a lot of grief, Carla, I'd advise you to do the same thing.
May I buy the bride a coffee?
Could be your last chance.
Do, please. The stupid prenuptial agreement's spoiling everything. At this rate, the wedding's doomed.
You and Chris need to communicate more. A good relationship is all about talking. That is what our counsellor said.
That's not quite true, Kirsty. She said listening was the most important thing.
No, darling, I distinctly heard her say talking.
I think you find she said listening.
No, darling, it was talking. She said it right at the beginning, remember?
Oh, Grace got a quote back on the wedding dress.
How much?
$4,000, not including veil and shoes.
$4,000 for a dress? You could buy a great deal of DNAs for that.
It is a lot of money, isn't it?
Do I really have to do this?
Help us, help you, sweetie.
Hi, I thought you had seminars today.
I wish.
If you want people to put their hands in their pockets, it's best to show them why. Have you met Morgan Schultz, Ryan? Mr. Birch is our new clinic physio.
How are you going?
After working with so many athletes, I'm sure you're aware that healthy children grow into strong adults.
Oh, of course.
Well, Morgan needs expensive drugs for his cystic fibrosis, and this area hasn't got a decent children's playground. So we're having a fundraising ball. You'll buy a couple of tickets to help Morgan, won't you?
Hey, if you want somewhere private to do a bit of physio later, just pop into the clinic, okay?
Thanks, that'd be great.
And yes, I would love to buy some tickets. Pay at the clinic?
Fabulous. Way to go, kid. The coffee will sell heaps.
If parading sick children is your idea of fundraising, you're on your own. I'll have nothing more to do with it.
Hey! Hey, wait! Kia ora koutou. How'd it go?
Total wipeout. All that stuff talk of practice, he just wouldn't do it for them. And he ate the bananas when the props guy wasn't looking. And when the director got mad, Tuka told him to shut up. After that, it was all over.
My boys got better taste in their stupid ad.
It's not funny. The money would have been handy for when we get a place.
You leave it to me, I'll see you right.
I've heard that before.
Things have changed.
But it's all just promises from you, from the bank. Maybe I'm just not cut out for the city.
None of that equal. You pulled yourself out of that rut you're in. Now just stay out.
And out.
You really know what you're doing?
Lots of practice.
Hope I'm not interrupting. I'm sorry about Caroline. She can be very insensitive sometimes.
Yeah, but I guess it's a pretty effective marketing strategy.
Worked on me.
How come you're in Kiwiland when you could be in the States working with basketball stars?
Well, I've got a daughter about your age here. What about yourself? What do you get up to when you're not doing the couch potato in front of your computer? Got a girlfriend at school?
Nah, prefer older woman.
Well, thanks. It was an abrupt turnaround, but I'm just so relieved Jenny agreed to the radiotherapy.
So am I.
I appreciate your support. You must have been very persuasive.
It was worth the effort and the expense.
Excuse me?
No, Caroline, I cannot be associated with the exploitation of a child.
Well, it was strategy, just like the famine campaigns. They wouldn't work without those pictures of poor little African kids with flies crawling up their noses. Oh, think of all the councillor points you'll win if we earn heaps for the playground.
And if you don't, I'll be made a fool of in public.
Never.
I'm sorry, Caroline. I have withdrawn my support, and that is fine.
Don't do this to us. We can't have our celebrity abandoning ship midstream. Oh, you know what I mean.
No, I'm not sure that I do.
Well, we've been talking about needing a celebrity. Who better than Councillor Brash? Everyone agrees.
Oh, no, I wouldn't call myself a celebrity exactly.
Oh, nonsense. You're known and loved by all. Oh, losing you'll be a disaster. It'd be terribly difficult to find someone half as good, especially at such short notice. Just have to, I suppose.
We are so lucky to have a physio like Ryan. I was watching him work. He's fantastic with the patients, particularly the younger ones.
I'm sure. You do know Tiff might call the whole thing off.
Over the prenuptial. Look, I know she's upset, but that's just silly.
Well, imagine how you'd feel if you were in her shoes, particularly when the whole world knows that her goal was to marry a rich doctor.
She's grown up since then, I know that.
Doesn't feel that way to her.
All right, I'll try and reassure her.
Good, but don't be patronising. She already feels like she's bringing nothing to the marriage.
Hey, Christina, where Tiffany is?
Not at the moment.
Well, can you tell her I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I mucked up the payroll banking, so there won't be any money going into her savings account this week.
She told me she doesn't have a savings account.
Well, how come she gets $50 direct credited every week? Oops, have I blown a wee secret here? Well, hey, get used to it. The woman's finances are nobody's business but her own. Right, Grace?
You're right.
And that's how the Taniwha got his name. That's all, bub.
Evening all.
Rachel rang. Oh, what's wrong with you?
Work. Another day on the rest home run. The wedding's starting to make me crazy.
Well, I've got good news. Found us a house.
Get out of here.
Yeah, true. Check it out.
Hey, that looks great.
And we can afford it.
Thanks. The radiologist was terrific. She demystified the whole thing for me. I feel much better about it now.
Excellent. Sorry I went mental at you last night. I just kind of lost it.
That's okay. You were right. I wasn't thinking about you. I was just worried about what the treatment might do to me.
No, I can dig that.
It's strange, but since I've changed my mind about radiotherapy, it feels right.
Cool.
This is delicious, Nick.
Thanks.
Mind you, I haven't given up on alternative therapies altogether.
Once a hippie, always a hippie, eh? Even if you do glow in the dark.
You could turn off the lights and use me as a lava lamp.
What do you want? Is Jenny here? She doesn't need your bribes.
I always pay my debts. Just so she gets this.
It's from the lawyers.
Bad news, I bet.
No. Johnny's kept his word. He signed over his share of Kennedy's to me.
Chris, I've been a cow. Still love me?
More acceptances.
Yeah.
Oh, bank statement for you.
Oh, it's hardly worth bothering him out.
I thought you might like to gloat over it. $50 a week must add up to quite a bit after a while.
How did you know that?
Does it matter?
Kirsty told you. She had no right.
So how come you didn't include that on your list of assets?
Oh, well, it's hardly an asset. I mean, there's nothing in it. You know me, spend it as soon as it goes in.
Well, then you won't mind me looking at the statement.
No, it's private.
There's $12,000 in this account. So much for trust.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.